Welcome to Foster Career Experience, a podcast featuring interviews with people who've had experience with the foster care system, about their lives, their career journeys, and their stories of navigating the workplace. We all bring unique histories with us in our jobs, and by understanding each other's experiences, we can make the workplace better for everyone. Today's episode features Shyla, a Gen Z college student. There are 2 times of day when it's quiet on a college campus: the morning, when the sun is just waking up, and at night, when the only voices that you hear are insects calling to each other. Many students avoid 8 a.m. classes, opting for the comfort of dull comforters on their twin-size beds in a dorm room. Shyla found peace in waking up early for morning classes. It was the only part of her day where her brain was quiet and focused on experiencing the world around her and not her own output and goals. Shyla is a perfectionist, and she knows it. I had to be perfect, she told me. Getting into college was stressful for Shyla as a first-generation student and someone with experience in foster care.
I think my essay was about 2 pages long, and I had to write about where I came from, and that was kind of difficult considering I grew up in foster care. So I had to talk about all that and how I overcame it. I did a lot of writing, a lot of thinking. Like, I was waking up early, like doing that, waking up early, just eating breakfast and then working on my essay, immediately starting the essay and then taking a break. It has to be perfect before I submit it, because what if I don't get it? What if I don't get in because there's something wrong with my essay?
It was important to Shyla to be a role model for her sisters.
I think it's because I had to grow up really quick to take care of my sisters. And I guess I was like, growing up, I was the mother figure to them. So I kind of looked like I had it all together. So I wanted to be able to show them that, like, you know, we came from our parents, you know, both having issues and both, you know, not really finishing college. So I'm kind of like a first generation. So that was a lot of stress. And then my aunt kind of put some of that stress on me as well. You need to go to college. You need to earn this GPA. You know, you need to do this. You need to do that. So it kind of just followed through with me. But mainly it was just my sisters. I wanted to be able to be an example for them so they could see, you know, we came from this, but we can get out of it.
Shyla's sisters have visited her at college.
They spent the night at my dorm room once. And we woke up at, like, I had class, but they wanted to go eat breakfast with me. I wake up at 6 a.m. and then by 7, I was leaving to go eat breakfast in the cafeteria. So they went with me and we were walking and I was like, be prepared. And they were like, prepared for what? And I was like, nothing, just be prepared.
On Shyla's morning walks across campus, she often saw deer and other wildlife. It was so much a part of her routine that she even started naming some of the animals.
I was like, oh, that's Bob over there. He's just chilling. They were just like, what? And they're like, you name these things? And I was like, they were like, this is normal for you? They just walk around campus? And I was like, yeah, I got used to it. They just kind of walk around and do what they want. Don't go near them, though. Leave them alone. My sisters were just like, okay. And then the deer started following us and my sisters got scared. And they were just like, Shyla, walk faster a little bit. I was like, you walk faster. That's going to make them mad and make them walk faster. Just let them walk with us. And they were like, what? They walk with you? And I was like, yeah, they're just walking. Just let them walk. They know they can't come in the cafeteria. And then they were just like, okay. And they just kept walking on nervously, but eyeing the deer the whole time. And then we finally got inside, and when we were done eating, they were just like, is that deer going to be out there? And I was like, no, the sun's like this. It's bright now. It's like 7:55. And my class was like right next to the cafeteria. So that was really great for me. And I was just like, no, the deer is not going to be around. And then I gave them my dorm key and I was like, okay, y'all go back to my dorm. I got to go to class. And they were just like, can we come in class with you? Because that deer. And I was like, you're not going to run into the deer. I promise. I was in class and I thought that they were like, they didn't, I thought they left. And then finally, like my class was like an hour and 30 minutes long. And when I finally got out, I was walking out of the building and then I see my little sister say, Shyla, we're over here.
They all walked back down the hill together to Shyla's dorm, with only birds and squirrels appearing on the path. When Shyla started college, she took a full class load for 2 years straight. Fall, spring, summer, fall, spring, summer. She was also a leader in multiple organizations and part of a mentorship program.
Not really. I wasn't really hanging out with friends. I was always like doing schoolwork.
And by always doing schoolwork, Shyla means always. Shyla would start the day with an 8 a.m. class and still be on campus at 5 p.m. doing schoolwork. During those 9+ hour days, she would only get up to go to the bathroom. She often wouldn't even take breaks to eat. Eventually, Shyla burned out. She needed to step away from school to focus on herself and to learn how to live in a way that was sustainable. She took a year-long break from school, and during that time, she got married.
I feel like I learned that it was okay for me to take time to myself because I never really had that.
Shyla is returning to school this fall and changing her major from criminal justice to social work.
I know I'm not taking a full load of classes. So I'm going to try to pace myself with that. And then I'm going to try to not just spend my whole day working on schoolwork. I want to try to at least spend the day, remembering, okay, you need to eat. Okay, take a break, watch a movie or something and then go back to your work. I say I want to be happy with what I'm doing. I want to be able to give back and help others, especially children and families. I want something that's rewarding to me, more than just a paycheck. Something where I'm a career where I wake up and I'm not like, oh, gotta go to work. I want to be excited to go to work. I want to be excited to help others and, be better for the community.
Shyla also dreams of traveling to Italy one day.
I've always wanted to go to Italy. I want to try their food and, their culture is very beautiful. And I want to be able to take photos. Just it looks really nice.
What advice does Shyla have for new college students?
Take your time. Don't feel like you need to rush. Don't put yourself on this demanding schedule where you feel like you have to graduate within this amount of time. You don't have to. Take your time, pace yourself, work through it. Make friends, make memories. College, it doesn't always have to be just work. You still live your life outside of college. Pursue what you want to pursue and don't let no one strive you to go a different route.
Shyla is a role model for her sisters. She's the first in their family to be able to pursue her bachelor's degree. And now she's also someone who knows how to set healthy boundaries and be kind to herself. Despite their wildlife encounters, one of Shyla's sisters liked the university so much after their visit that she's considering attending in the future. And Shyla will be equipped and ready to cheer her on. Thanks for listening to this episode. This podcast was created and hosted by me, Sam Heimbach. It was produced by Zachary Webb. Podcast art and website design are by Hannah Fenvez of HMF Design. Music is from Soundstripe. This podcast was funded in part by the Baton Savoie Scholarship offered through the Human Dimensions of Organization's Master's Program at the University of Texas at Austin. You can learn more about this episode and others at fostercareerexperience.com. Thank you.